Hi guys, today my concept for the project managers is how to exit from the troubled projects. The topic name is Gracefull Exits from the troubled project. Projects can fail for any number of reasons: poor definition, poor planning, lack of commitment, and whatever the list goes on. No matter whatever be the reason, wherever you are, when you are middle of a troubled project, we need to find a way out. A quick one, a clear one, but with a minimum damage. When you are certain that you are going to cancel a project, we need to certain that cancellation is the best and only the best option and viable option. To justify a troubled project, we need to have a project assessment. We need to have a clear, credible signs that a project is really in trouble, and whatever the reason is. Let it be project be behind schedule, it is out of deliverables, the project is not working as per the plan, project team is not cooperating, not working together. To have an effective review, we need to conduct an assessment for this troubled projects, and the questionnaire for this project we need to prepare for it, sir. And if you ask me why the project gets failed, normally project gets failed due to a number of reasons. If we are to react properly, we need to readily identify the reasons. What can apply to the project at hand? Few examples are poor concept of the project, poor planning, lack of resources, fund problems, too aggressive schedules, technical problems, supplier failures. Suppose business practice would have changed, poorly defined scope, deliveries issues, management issues, lack of team commitment, lack of management support, any other issues. But if we need to think whether the project can be saved before we cancel the project, try to rework your project plans. If possible, reduce your project scope. Revise your deliverables. Sometimes, if possible, try to change the staff. Changing environment also sometimes will help. Revise the schedule. If require more budget, get the management approval and try to keep more funds for the project. Reorganize the project team. Strengthen your management or confidence. Any other method. If it's possible and if you think that it will be helpful for your business, then please go ahead in order to avoid the cancellation. But is cancellation really possible? It is very difficult but not impossible. To cancel few projects, whatever be the reason, the projects sometimes are too critical, too visible. We need to look towards repair or a solution. Talking after all possible steps, if we need to rescue the project in lieu of cancellation, then only no options available, then it's good that we cancel the project. The benefits of the cancellation is obviously you will have your resources to be reallocated to the other chosen projects. You can save your money, you can save your time, and more importantly, you can allocate yourself to the more potentially successful projects. But cancellation, project managers cannot take a decision unilaterally. Even if they did, it would be unwise to exercise that power without consulting anyone, any of the top management. Cancel project is not necessarily a management failure when the cancellation is appropriate and timely. I reiterate, cancel project is not necessarily a management failure, but when the cancellation is really appropriate and a timely one. It is important to have a buy-in of all key project participants, your sponsors, your management, your end users and others. And who is going to have the impact of the project cancellation? Your project staff, clients, customers, your contractors, your regulatory requirements, your IT, your internal policies, other projects, whatever it be. And you also need to think whether the project is temporary or permanent. Project cancellation is temporary or permanent. It may not be possible to review a trouble project at a later date when timing and circumstance may yield you better results. But for planning the cancellation, yes, you need to have the assessment showing that cancellation is a most appropriate course of action for this particular project in an orderly fashion. Prepare a project cancellation statement explaining why, how, and when the project is to be cancelled. Consult with the supporting documents as needed. Take the advice of legal and human resources to provide that the cancellation approach is appropriate. Obtain all necessary management approvals. Inform the project team and all major stakeholders. Announce the project cancellation as needed according to the nature and visibility of the project at hand. Reassign project team members. Release contractors and temporary staff needed. Have a post-project review with your stakeholders, but finalize the project documentation and retain as needed in the future projects or for any potential project realization. So in order to conclude, I say it is important to remember the project cancellation and failure are not the same thing. While you may sometimes need to cancel trouble projects, that very act of negotiation can be a sign of management strength and success. I hope this video will be helpful to take a decision. Right guys, have a nice time. Bye.